concepts I won't try to explain here. Suffice it to say they improve performance under adverse shortwave conditions. From now until the end of today's program, I will be using the PSKR modes as they are most likely to provide a successful decode under shortwave conditions. We'll increase the speed again to 220 words per minute. The mode is PSKR 250. As a general rule, as the speed of the text modes increases, its ability to provide a successful decode in adverse shortwave conditions decreases. As we increase speed again, we'll find out if we're getting too fast for shortwave. And as we increase speed, you'll see that the trace on the waterfall becomes wider. The next mode, PSKR 500, is 440 words per minute. And finally, we will take the PSKR mode to its outer limits. This is the ridiculously fast PSKR 1880 words per minute. This is VOA Radiogram on the Voice of America. You thought maybe you could sit back, put your feet up, and just listen to this program. Well, obviously it doesn't work that way. VOA Radiogram is very much an audience participation program, so please participate by letting me know your results. The email address for VOA Radiogram is radiogram@voanews.com. That's radio as in radio, and gram as in telegram. Radiogram@voanews.com. The website is voaradiogram.net. That's voaradiogram.net. Now, to close out this half hour, we have time to transmit some entire VOA news stories. A VOA news story coming later in the broadcast will use the FL message format in conjunction with FLdigi. We need to make some adjustments to your FLdigi program to make FL message work. In FLdigi, at the top, click on Configure. Now click on MISC for Miscellaneous. Then click NBEMS. Under Reception of FL Message, click Open with FL Message. Also click Open in Browser. Under that, state where in your hard drive your FL Message program is located. Now, while you try to figure out where your FL Message file is, or perhaps while you download FL Message from w1hkj.com, I will transmit this VOA Science news story in plain text with no FL Message format. This will be in the PSKR 125 mode and is 3 minutes, 47 seconds. This is VOA Radiogram from the Voice of America. I'm Kim Elliott in Washington. Now we will try a VOA story in the FL message format we discussed a few minutes ago. It will be in the PSKR 250 mode. On your display, you will see some coding accompanying this VOA story about NASA data relay satellites by Suzanne Presto. When the text transmission is finished, sit back and see if an old shortwave transmitter in North Carolina will open a new window of your web browser. If you don't have FL message installed, you will still be able to read the plain text part of the story. This PSKR 250 transmission will be 2 minutes, 41 seconds. If your shortwave reception was not perfect today, well, perhaps that's a good thing. It's helpful for us to know how well these text modes can be copied under adverse shortwave reception conditions. And if the modes we transmitted today did not provide you with 100% copy, we will transmit other text modes in future editions of VOA Radiogram that might work better. As we narrow down which modes work best, we, or maybe you, can develop software application or apps specific to those modes and for reception only. That is, the app will decode, but it does not have to encode. The application will be easier to use than the software we're now borrowing from the amateur radio community, and it might work with mobile devices. Now give your ears a well-earned rest, but please visit our website, voaradiogram.net. There you can find times and frequencies of the VOA Radiogram program, as well as information about modes and software. The URL again is voaradiogram.net, and our email address is radiogram@voanews.com. That's radiogram@voanews.com. Thanks to my colleagues at the Edward R. Murrow Shortwave Transmitting Station in North Carolina, I'm Kim Elliott in Washington. Join me for the next VOA Radiogram. This is VOA, the voice of America.